Hey there, I'm Timmy, and this is TimmyWA Presents, and I'm back again with another awesome bowling demonstration and product discussion. This is my buddy Mark. Hey, Mark.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. Thanks for being here. This is Mark's ball. It's a Brunswick Fury, lots of years old. Yeah. So
2007, I think, is when it was.
Yeah. Great ball, solid cover stock. We'll talk more about that in a second, and we'll go over how we're going to recondition this to as close as possible box finish from the factory. So that's our cool project today. I want to begin first by making a correction from my last video because I'm a doofus. So I did say that you can get away with soaking your pad during a competition, during a game. And that is incorrect. You're supposed to have a dry towel or a dry rag or chamois. So I apologize for that mistake, and don't do that. And that's naughty. So that out of the way. What the interesting challenge with this ball is, besides it's really old, we don't have an exact way to get it to the factory specs that it came with, because it came with, what did we say?
800 grit. 800
grit. And at this point, the lowest we have in the TruCut sanding pads that I know of is 500, and then the next one is 1,000. And so what we're going to do is try to get this closest to 1,000 grit, I believe is what we said, yeah?
Yeah.
And then that'll be close enough, because what did you hear? You were doing some research on it.
Yeah, one of the things that I learned is it's a very reactive ball. And the folks that did the initial review for Brunswick said it was too reactive.
Okay.
So they ended up doing, strong. I don't know if they used a higher grit or if they did something with just polishes, but they said it was great once they did that. But right out of the factory, they said it was quite strong.
Yeah, and it has like a core they call it torque something, right?
Yep.
And it's like a twisted core, so that helps. And then the cover stock was super strong. It's a solid cover stock, and those are already strong, and so that just added to it. So according to our little cheat sheet here that we have from Creating the Difference, for this manufacturer, the lowest grit they list is 1,000 grit sanded, and so to get to that, our process is to get this to 1,500 grit. And it's pretty simple. There's not a lot of complicated steps. It's actually just one step. What we're going to have to do is, Mark, I'm going to have you just clean your ball off real quick. Okay. We're going to use that wow factor and this nasty old rag. And then we'll get down to it. So just kind of get us completely, again, we're going to sand it so it doesn't have to be super, super clean. And then you can kind of watch how Mark does it real thoroughly, gets all the way around. You're doing great, Mark. Good job.
Gee, thanks. He's the pro here, I'm not. But I can follow instructions.
Yeah, very good. Cool. Couple more rubs of that. And now, while he's doing that, we did have a discussion that he recently got this ball re-drilled.
Plugged and drilled,
Plugged and drilled, because he was bowling straight before. And then recently, in the last, 4 or 5 months, you converted to hook bowling, right?
Yeah.
And so we had to get he got a new ball. He got a Storm Parallax, which is a great ball. And he was curious about this ball. And so he had it re-drilled so that he could hook it. And so they re-drilled it, plugged it. And you played one set of games with it so far. So what are your thoughts so far with it?
Well, I had not realized, or I'd forgotten that it's lighter.
Oh,
so that makes a difference.
It's a 14, right? The other one you bought was 15.
Right. But no, so far it's been overreactive for me. I mean, it seems to have about the same hook as the Parallax does.
Okay.
So I suspect as we sand it down and get it closer to the original, it's probably going to be more.
Right, because you had that ball for at least a couple years?
Probably 2.5 years. Yeah,
okay, so it has 2+ years of lane shine and other use on it already. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to get rid of today. And this sheet that we talked about talks about if you want to get the manufacturer's 1,000 grit, again, they don't go all the way down to 800 on this sheet. It may be possible, but we just don't have it. Then you want to use the TruCut 1,500 grit and it's a good thing I wrote that on Sharpie because the actual printing has faded on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to coat this with the TruCut conditioner to preserve the cut of the sandpaper, of the polish, and then we're going to just polish the heck out of your ball, man.
Start right with the 1500.
Yeah, that's actually the one step we're going to do.
Oh,
it's
okay.
easy.
Cool.
This should go pretty quick. And then after we're done sanding it, we'll give it a good thorough cleaning with the So Fresh, So Clean and that Wow Factor Hook Monster, which is, I experienced this the other night when we were playing at a different set of lanes than we normally play at, where the lanes were broken down oil-wise, but the surface was still very slippery. And I sprayed this on my balls, and man, it made a huge difference. I was able to get some hook and some great shots. So I'm really happy with this. And always go to ctdbowling.com.
So I want twice around this way and then flip it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing good so far. ctdbowling.com. I'll have a link in the description with my affiliate link that you can use to help support the channel, support me. And if you want to sign up and be a rep for Creating the Difference, you can also go to ctdbowling.com, and there's a sign up button right on the left hand side of the navigation, and you can be a rep yourself.
So do they require a lot of you to do that, or
no?
What's the commitment?
No, it's free to be a regional staffer. It's free, and you get a 5% discount on anything in their store. And the idea is you want to go out and represent the company and promote the products. And of course, their biggest thing is education. That's why it's called Creating the Difference, because bowling has been bowling for hundreds of years, and they really want to make it more approachable and accessible to young people, old people, middle people like us, and everybody, to make it more appealing and more fun. And find out all that information, ctdbowling.com. Again, link in the description below. Check that out. So
he just called me a middle person.
We're middle
like
people.
him. I'm a lot older than he, so that's nice.
How do you do there?
I don't know.
It looks good. You went all the way around twice.
It wasn't hard.
No.
Yeah.
It looks wonderful. So let's we'll tell you what. Let's wipe it off first and just get the loose stuff off.
Just dry.
Yep, dry.
Okay.
Just kind of quickly go around it and make sure you get all the loose. Because part of the benefit to using the TruCut conditioner is that it keeps the dust intact. It doesn't let it fly around. And I mentioned that last time. But it does kind of collect on the ball, which is to be expected. So better than all over the place and up your nose and your allergies and everything. So I think.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay.
All right, so nice and clean. So let's soak it with this. This is So Fresh and So Clean, and that's the ball conditioner, and that's the life extender. So get it nice and soaked, and spin it around a couple times and get it really nice and soaked. And the idea is you want to let this soak for
it's got to sit
up to a minute. And you don't have to go the full minute, but it can be up to a minute. And one note that I wanted to make sure that people know is that some of the products that Creating the Difference produce are only made for reactive balls and not urethane balls. So if you have urethane balls, make sure you check. There's a few products that are specifically they don't hurt a urethane ball, but they don't do anything for it. So I think So Fresh and So Clean is one of those where, again, it doesn't hurt the ball, but it doesn't help you because the urethane doesn't have any pores or anything to soak it in. Okay. All right. So I think for the sake of time, we're good. So what we want to do at this point is spray this onto your pad, nice and.
We don't have to wipe that off first.
You're going to wipe it off with the sprayed pad.
Okay.
That is the deal.
Soak it
nice
or just
soaked? Yeah, get it good.
That has quite a smell to it.
So if you remember from the last video, they have this cleaner called That Wow Factor, and then they have one that's similar, and I don't have it handy right now, but it's called That Purple Stuff. And if you remember the difference, I did a little research on it. That wow factor is more of a performance-oriented cleanser where it helps keep your ball more tacky and helps retain that original reactive performance, whereas the purple stuff is just a general cleaner. It's great, it works wonderfully, but it's more just a general cleaner. Cool. So just to kind of clarify that.
Start?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay.
Wipe the heck out of that.
And do I have to be careful to do still just 2, or does it matter?
No.
So this is just cleaning it.
Clean it up.
I can clean it as well as I want. And you know me, I like to get things really clean.
Yeah, you're Mr. Thorough. I love that. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty basic. It's starting to look really good. Getting some of that
do this all day long.
You get some of that the extra little colors that are hidden in there, some reds and purples, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
Looks really good. All right, so that's pretty much it. Just as a reminder, I encourage you to go visit ctdbowling.com, and I'll have the link in the description below. But any of these products we used are definitely available there. And if you want to represent a wonderful company like CTD Bowling, creating a difference, there is a sign-up link. If you want to be a regional staffer, it's free. It's free to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything, and you get a $5 discount code to use on anything on their website. And there's also the option to upgrade to be a national staffer, and that's where you put in a monthly payment, but then you get a monthly delivery from the store, and they have random things that they deliver, packages, kits, and then they also do some surprises. They have bowling bags and totes that they send out quite often.
Cool.
Some jerseys you can get that are really slick. They also have a lot of, well, not a lot, but they have several like exclusive staffer only products. So there's some different cleaning stuff that they don't offer to the general public that are only for staffers. So that's exciting. And you get a bigger discount. I think you get 11% discount on their store.
And does it make me an even better bowler?
It does.
I
Automatically.
can use all the help I can get.
Where's the little subtitle that says mileage may vary?
Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Mark, for joining me. Thank you for helping me demonstrate the product. I hope this helps your game and makes it work better for you.
Cool.
I'm excited to see how it goes.
And I'm excited to try it.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Thank you for watching. I'm Timmy. This is TimmyWA Presents, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks.